myself I'd be okay, but I still need you. The morning sunlight hits the window, but nothing feels the way it did since the day you walked out quietly, taking pieces of what we lived. Your sweater's hanging in my bedroom, your scent still lingers in the air, and every corner of this silence reminds me you were once right there. I tried pretending I was stronger, I smiled when people asked my name, but deep inside I'm slowly breaking, and nothing feels the same. I still need you more than words could ever say. Even though you left me lonely, my heart still begs you stay. Every night I call your memory, every dream still feels so true. I wish I knew how to stop loving, but I still need you. The city lights are cold tonight, just like the emptiness you left. I keep replaying all our moments, trying to catch my final breath. Everybody says keep moving forward, time will help erase the pain, but time has only taught me one thing: how to cry alone in rain. Your voice still echoes through the silence, your touch still lingers on my skin, and every time I think I'm healing, the missing starts again. I still need you, like the moon still needs the night, like broken hearts need quiet songs to survive another fight. Every promise that we whispered still lives inside my soul, and without you here beside me, I don't feel whole. I still need you, even after all. Goodbye. Maybe loving you too deeply was the reason I can't heal, because losing someone like you never stops feeling real. And if you ever think about me when the midnight sky turns blue, just remember there's a girl awake, still waiting there for you. I still need you in every breath and every tear. Though the world keeps turning faster, I still wish that you were here. Every scar still tells your story, every heartbeat calls your name, and even if you never come back, my love remains the same. I still need you more than I can hide. I still need you, and a part of me still cries. I still need you, even after goodbye. I still need you, and I don't know why. Still waiting, still hurting, still loving you. I thought time would wash you away, but I'm still drowning in your memory. The rain keeps falling on my I cannot hold inside. Ever since the night you left me, I've been learning how to hide. Your picture's fading on my bedside, but your face stays in my mind. And every time I close my eyes, I see the love we left behind. I told myself I'd stop remembering, I swore I'd finally let you go. But memories don't disappear when love still lives below. I'm drowning in your memory, like waves pulling me underneath. Every moment that we shared still steals the air I breathe. Every heartbeat feels so heavy, every dream still feels so true. I keep sinking deeper slowly, still in love with you. I'm drowning in your memory, and I can't break through. The midnight silence feels much louder since your laughter disappeared. And every song that used to heal me now reminds me you were here. Everybody says keep moving, that someday I'll feel brand new. But how do I start over when my whole world ended with you? Your name still lingers on my lips like words I can't erase. And every road I take somehow still leads me to your face. I'm drowning in your memory, like oceans dark and cold at night, searching for the warmth I lost when you vanished from my life. Every promise still surrounds me like shadows painted blue, and every tear keeps falling softly still because of you. I'm drowning in your memory with nothing left to lose. Maybe love was never meant to leave without a scar. Maybe hearts remember forever, no matter where you are. And if you ever miss me when the stars light up above, just know there's someone breaking from a never-ending love. I'm drowning in your memory, deeper than I've been before, holding on to broken pieces of the heart you once adored. Every second feels eternal, every night I miss you more. And even if you never return, I'm still waiting at the shore. I'm drowning in your memory, and I still need you. Drowning in your memory, falling through the blue. Drowning in your memory, still loving you. And no matter how I fight it, I can't stop missing you. You said love was meant to heal, but somehow love left me bleeding. I still remember how you touched me, like I was all you'd ever need. You looked at me with eyes so honest, never knowing you'd make me bleed. The flowers you left on my table have all withered into gray, just like promises you whispered before you slowly walked away. I gave you every fragile piece of a heart that used to trust, but love loving you too deeply turned forever into dust. Love left me bleeding, scars I never thought I'd wear. You said you'd stay beside me, but disappeared into thin air. Every kiss became a dagger, every promise turned untrue. Now I'm standing here still broken, destroyed because of you. Love left me bleeding, and I don't know what to do. The mirror shows a girl I barely know, someone weaker than before, a soul still trapped inside the silence of the night you closed that door. Everybody tells me healing only takes a little time, but time has only taught me how to hide the tears I cry. Your voice still lives inside me like an echo I can't erase, and every place I used to love now carries traces of your face. Love left me bleeding like shattered glass beneath my skin. Every memory cuts deeper, every breath feels paper thin. Every dream we built together now lies buried in the blue, and all that's left of what we were is pain I can't undo. Love left me bleeding, still because of you. Maybe hearts were never built to survive a love this deep, because when you gave me goodbye, you gave me wounds I'll always keep. And if you ever think about me when the midnight sky appears, remember there's a girl still breaking, drowning in forgotten years. Love left me bleeding, but somehow I still feel your touch. Even after all the damage, I still miss you far too much. Every sky still tells your story, every tear still calls your name. And though you left me in the darkness, I still love you all the same. Love left me bleeding, and my heart still aches for you. Love left me bleeding, falling apart tonight. Love left me bleeding, lost without your light. And even after goodbye, I still hold on to you. You were the music in my soul, but when you left, my heart went silent. I remember how you smiled at me like I was everything you choose. You painted colors in my whole world and disappeared without a clue. Now the room feels cold and empty, even with the lights turned on. Since the night you said it's over, every piece of warmth is gone. I used to laugh without pretending, I used to dream without the fear. But losing you changed every heartbeat and left this silence here. My heart went silent the moment you walked out that door. No songs can heal me sound I hear is missing you. My heart went silent the night I lost you. I passed the places we once loved, but now they feel like stranger streets. The cafe where we planned forever still reminds me of defeat. Everybody says keep smiling, life will slowly feel okay, but no one knows the kind of sadness that refuses to fade away. Your voice still lingers in my memories like a melody cut in half, and every time I think I'm healing, I break inside and look back. My heart went silent like a piano left untouched. Since the day you stopped believing in the love that meant so much, every promise turned to shadows, every kiss became goodbye. Now I'm left with empty nights and questions why. My heart went silent, still calling for you. Maybe love can leave forever, but pain decides to stay. Maybe hearts remember longer when someone walks away. And if you ever hear this song somewhere underneath the stars, know there's still a girl here healing from invisible scars. My heart went silent, but somehow it still beats your name. Even though the world keeps moving, nothing feels the same. Every tear still tells your story, every dream still feels so true. And though you're gone beyond my reach, I still belong to you. My heart went silent the moment love died too soon. My heart went silent, no melody remains. My heart went silent, just echoes and pain. And somewhere in this silence, I'm still loving you. I never thought love could hurt this way. You didn't leave all at once, you broke me slowly. At first I thought we were forever, the kind of love that people dream about. You held my hand and called me home. Back then I had no doubt. You used to call me every evening just to hear me laugh again. But little by little something changed. I could feel the distance setting in. You stopped saying that you missed me, stopped telling me I looked beautiful, and I kept blaming my own heart, thinking maybe I wasn't enough for you. I saw the change inside your eyes, but I was too in love to leave. So I stayed there watching us die, still choosing to believe. You broke me slowly, not with one goodbye that night, but with all the little moments when you stopped holding me tight. forgot who I was. I wish you had just said goodbye instead of changing day by day, because losing you all at once would hurt less than watching love decay. And the cruelest kind of heartbreak is loving someone who stays near, but watching them disappear while they're still standing here. You broke me slowly, like a candle burning down, like a flower losing color without making any sound. Every piece you took from me still hasn't found its way home, and even now I'm healing wounds you left inside my soul. You broke me slowly, but somehow I loved you completely, even when you were destroying me. You broke me slowly, and I stayed hoping you loved me again. But in the end, I lost you, and I lost myself too. Funny how the city shines so bright while I'm falling apart tonight, crying beneath blue lights. I still remember that December when you promised you would stay. We were laughing in the backseat while music carried us away. You held my hand so softly, like nothing could go wrong. Back then I thought forever was where our hearts belonged. But slowly things started changing. You stopped looking in my eyes. The way you used to hold me close turned into distant goodbyes. And I kept telling myself, maybe love just has hard days, never knowing you were already finding reasons not to stay. I noticed all the little changes, but I was scared to lose what we had. So I stayed quiet through the hurting, pretending love was not going bad. Now I'm crying beneath blue lights in the middle of the city alone, watching strangers pass beside me while I'm breaking on my own. Every street still feels like us, every memory cuts like knives, and I keep hearing your promises while I'm crying beneath blue lights. You left me standing there with tears hidden in neon nights. I remember calling you that evening. You said you were busy again, but I could hear another laughter somewhere on the other end. That was when my whole world shattered, but I still didn't let you go, because loving you had become the only thing I seemed to know. I walked home through the cold rain, trying hard not to collapse while we played in every moment, wondering where we lost our path. The hardest truth I had to learn was love can slowly disappear, even while the person you adore is standing somewhere near. The cruelest kind of heartbreak is not hearing goodbye out loud. It's feeling someone drift away while you're still loving proud. Now I'm crying beneath blue lights while the whole world moves ahead. crying beneath blue lights, with mascara running down my face, trying to erase the memories, but your shadow fills the space. Every promise became ashes, every dream got washed away, and though you shattered everything, part of me still wants you to stay. I'm crying beneath blue lights, and nobody sees the pain, because heartbreak in the city looks beautiful in the rain. Crying beneath blue lights while the world keeps moving on. Crying beneath blue lights for a love already gone. And somehow I'm still waiting for someone who stopped loving me. I kept believing you would come back, but maybe I waited too long. I still remember that last evening. You said you needed space to breathe. You told me not to overthink it, and swore you never really leave. So I stayed patient through the silence, counting every passing day, holding on to all your promises, believing love would find its way. I kept my phone beside my pillow, hoping I'd see your name again. Every vibration made me wonder if you were coming back then. But days turned into endless weeks, and weeks became a lonely song. I was still standing where you left me, not knowing I'd wait this long. Everybody told me let you go, but I defended what we had. I kept saying he still loves me, while slowly becoming sad. I waited too long for someone who stopped choosing me, held on to words from yesterday, while you were already free. Every night I left the window open, thinking you'd come back somehow, but all I did was break my own heart, waiting for you now. I waited too long, and love disappeared somehow. I remember seeing your new picture, smiling with somebody else. That was when the truth hit harder. You had become someone else, and suddenly it all made sense now. Why you slowly disappeared, why every text became much colder, why your voice no longer cared. I should've left when love felt distant, I should've known what silence meant, but loving you, it made me blind, and I ignored the warning signs you sent. I stayed loyal to a memory while you were moving on with ease, and somehow I kept protecting a heart that broke me piece by piece. The saddest part about heartbreak is not the tears of lonely nights, it's realizing you were fighting for someone who gave up the fight. I waited too long for a love already gone, kept replaying old conversations long after you moved on. Every forgot to save myself too. Maybe sometimes letting go early hurts less than holding on, because false hope can slowly break you long before love is gone. And maybe I love too deeply, that's why I couldn't walk away. I kept watering a dying flower, begging it somehow to stay. I waited too long, standing where you left me cold, still believing in forever, while watching our story fold. Every scar became a lesson, every tear became the truth, and now I'm learning how to heal from loving someone like you. I waited too long, but I loved you honestly, even when you stopped loving me. I waited too long for a message never sent. I waited too long for a heart already spent. And somewhere in this silence, I finally understand. Sometimes love ends long before goodbye begins. We said forever so many times. I never imagined forever would turn into pain. I remember how we started late night talks until sunrise came. You told me I was different, and I believed every word you said. You held my hand like you meant it, made me feel safe in your arms. I thought I found my forever, never thinking love could cause this harm. We planned a future full of laughter, dreaming about a life ahead. I built a home inside your heart while trusting every promise you said. But somewhere in the quiet moments, your feelings slowly changed, and I kept loving the old version of you while everything became strange. I noticed distance in your silence, but I kept pretending not to see. 'Cause sometimes loving someone deeply makes you ignore reality. Forever turned into pain the moment you stop feeling the same. What once felt warm like summer sunlight became tears falling like rain. Every promise lost its meaning, every I love you felt untrue, and I kept holding on to forever, while forever stopped loving me too. Forever turned into pain, and I never knew love could change. I remember asking what was wrong. You smiled and said, I'm just tired. But your eyes no longer held me the way they did when love was fire. Then came the nights without messages, the calls that slowly disappeared, and I found myself awake till morning, holding on to growing fear. I saw you laughing with another in ways you used to laugh with me. That was when my whole world shattered and heartbreak became reality. I should've walked away, but surely, yeah, the moment you warmth began to fade. But I stayed loyal to our memory. 'Cause the cruelest kind of heartbreak is not the final goodbye you hear. It's feeling someone stop loving you while they're still standing near. Forever turned into pain. Now your memory cuts so deep. The same heart I gave completely is now the reason I can't sleep. Every dream we built together collapsed like castles in the sky. And now I'm left alone with questions, asking myself why. Forever turned into pain, and I lost myself that day. I wish you had just broken me quickly instead of fading piece by piece. Because slow heartbreak leaves deeper scars that never truly leave. And maybe I love too honestly, that's why letting go feels hard. 'Cause when I gave you all my trust, you left me emotionally scarred. Forever turned into pain, but part of me still loves your name. Even after all the damage, my heart still carries the flame. Every scar became a lesson, every tear became the truth. And now I'm learning how to heal from a love I gave to you. Forever turned into pain, but I loved you with everything, even while you were breaking me. Forever turned into pain, a story I never thought would end. Forever turned into pain, from lover into stranger again. And now I understand, not every forever stays. Some forevers are only beautiful lies. I thought goodbye was just one moment, but somehow your goodbye never ended. I remember that cold September, you sat beside me acting strange. Your eyes no longer held the warmth that once made me feel safe. You spoke so softly when you told me maybe we both need some space. But deep inside I felt it breaking, something I could not replace. I forced a smile so you wouldn't notice how my whole world cracked that night. I watched you walk away so calmly while I lost my will to fight. And even after you disappeared, I kept replaying every word, trying to find a different ending to a pain I never deserved. I thought goodbye would hurt one evening and slowly fade with passing days. But nobody ever warned me some goodbyes forever stay. Your goodbye felt endless, like a wound that never heals, like standing in the pouring rain, trying not to feel. Every morning starts without you, every night still says your name. And somehow even months later I'm still carrying the pain. Your goodbye felt endless, and nothing feels the same. I remember checking my phone daily, still expecting you kept believing maybe someday you'd regret losing it all. I couldn't delete our conversations or throw your pictures away, because part of me was still convinced you were coming back someday. But then I saw you with somebody new, laughing like we never existed, and suddenly I understood why all my hope had twisted. I stayed loyal to our memories while you started someone new, and I could fight it for forever while forever ended with you. The hardest part of heartbreak is not losing love too fast. It's when your heart keeps living inside a finished past. Your goodbye felt endless, like winter without spring, like hearing songs we used to love and feeling everything. Every promise became silence, every dream became regret. And no matter how I try to heal, my heart won't let me forget. Goodbye felt endless long after you left. Sometimes I wonder if you know how deeply you changed me inside, because after loving you this much, I learned how heartbreak survives. And maybe I was foolish for believing love stays true, but I gave you every piece of me while you slowly withdrew. Your goodbye felt endless, still echoing through my soul. The girl I was before you left never came back home. Every scar became a lesson, every tear became the truth. And though I'm learning how to heal, part of me still belongs to you. Your goodbye felt endless, and maybe it always will, because losing you never really ended. Your goodbye felt endless, like a story frozen in pain. Your goodbye felt endless, and I still whisper your name. Some people leave once, but the heartbreak they leave behind stays forever. I thought losing you would hurt for a while, but somehow every day without you, I'm falling deeper. I remember how you used to tell me you'll never have to cry alone. You held me like I was your future, made my fragile heart your home. I trusted every word you whispered, like love could never disappear. I thought forever had a meaning whenever I had you near. But little changes started showing. You stopped calling late at night. The warmth inside your conversation slowly vanished out of sight. And I kept telling myself maybe you were just tired from the days, never knowing love was fading. While I kept finding reasons to stay, I saw the silence growing louder, but I was too afraid much heavier since the day our story ended. Every memory pulls me downward like waves inside an endless blue. Instead of learning how to heal, I'm falling deeper without you. Falling deeper, still loving you. I remember that night I called you. Your voice felt colder than before. I asked you if something had changed. You said, I can't do this anymore. I sat there staring at the silence, hoping somehow it wasn't real. But heartbreak doesn't ask permission before teaching you how pain can feel. Then I saw you moving forward, laughing with somebody new, and suddenly I understood I was still loving what was through. I gave you every honest part of me while you slowly let me fall. And the hardest thing I've learned is love can leave without wanting it all. Sometimes goodbye doesn't happen loudly. Sometimes love just fades away, and one person keeps holding on while the other stops wanting to stay. Now I'm falling deeper without you, into nights I cannot sleep, into thoughts that never leave me, into wounds that cut too deep. Every promise turned to ashes, every dream became untrue. And instead of learning how to move on, I'm falling deeper without you. Falling deeper into missing you. Maybe I loved you too completely. That's why letting go feels hard. Because when you gave someone everything, you don't know where healing starts. And maybe part of growing older is learning hearts can break this way. Watching someone become a stranger while you're begging them to stay. I'm still falling deeper without you. Even though the world moves fast, still trapped inside the memories of a love that couldn't last. Every scar became a lesson, every tear became the truth. And somewhere in all this sadness, I'm still holding on to you. I'm falling deeper without you, and I don't know how to stop, because loving you ended, but missing you did not. Falling deeper without you, into silence every night. Falling deeper without you, still searching for your light. And maybe the hardest heartbreak is when love leaves, but your heart stays behind.